Hello, welcome to our channel. The salaries of other people may be remarkable. People may wonder how much people from their profession or other professions earn. Some may not be very willing to say their salaries. Although salaries vary according to groups, the amount and purchasing power of salaries received in different countries can create unfairness in the world regarding these salaries. For example, a doctor's salary in Georgia is $3,000, while it is $11,000 in the United States. At the same time, the minimum wage can be problematic. In Germany, the average wage is 1,500 euros, while in Greece it is 758 euros. In some African countries, there are even those who work for less than $1 a day. People living in the country try to make a living with the small amount of salary they earn by working long periods and in difficult conditions, and how much the heads of state, who live in disregard for the public and have very good salaries, earn with the votes they earn. USA. The recently elected President of the United States, Joe Biden, earns the same amount as other presidents, while the former President Trump preferably receives $1 per year, which is not surprising considering he has a $3 billion fortune. With the exception of Trump, two US presidents refused to receive salaries: Herbert Hoover and John F. Kennedy. The salary earned by presidents of America is $400,000 a year, which is $33,000 a month. In the United States, the average salary is $1,160, although varying, it ranks 10th in purchasing power parities per person. Canada. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau became Canadian Prime Minister like his father. His father Pierre Trudeau is one of the world-renowned and people-admired leaders. Justin Trudeau earns $267,415 annually and $22,285 a month. Although the minimum wage in Canada varies by state, the average minimum wage is $2,805. United Kingdom. Boris Johnson was elected leader of the Conservative Party on the 23rd of July 2019. He assumed the post of Prime Minister of the United Kingdom following Theresa May's resignation on July 24, 2019. Boris Johnson, who founded his cabinet with pro-Brexit names, pledged to carry out Brexit as of October 31. When he became Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, his salary dropped from £350,000 to £150,000. It is thought that Boris Johnson was worried about how he would pay a nanny's wages. In the United Kingdom, the minimum wage is £1,524. The United Kingdom ranks 27th in terms of purchasing power parities per person. France. Emmanuel Macron, French banker, bureaucrat and politician. In the 2017 French presidential election, he was a candidate of the Central Party En Marche. He earns $17,000 a month. The minimum wage in France is $1,758, and according to purchasing power parities per person, France ranks 25th. Germany. Angela Merkel was elected Chancellor of Germany on the 22nd of November 2005, after becoming a Member of Parliament from Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. Between 2000 and 2018, he was the federal president of the Christian Democratic Union. Angela Merkel, during his tenure as Prime Minister for more than 15 years, made decisions that determined the fate of his country and changed Germany. The public called her the mother of the nation. The fact that Germany's weight was felt brought her the reputation of the most powerful woman in the world. Merkel announced that he will leave his post in 2021. Merkel, who lives in a 5-story building in the center of Berlin, instead of the prime ministry residence, earns an annual salary of €360,000 and €22,000 per month. Merkel announced that he will leave his post in 2021, which means the end of the 16-year Merkel era. Russia. Vladimir Putin is one of the most spoken leaders in the world. After studying law at university, he joined the Soviet intelligence agency KGB. He served in East Germany. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, he entered politics. After Boris Yeltsin's resignation, he became the president of Russia. Although he developed Russia in the first 10 years of Putin's period, Putin suffered some troubles such as economic problems, sanctions and corruption in the second 10 years. Russia has recently faced the biggest protests in its history. Going back to Putin's salary, he earns $151,000 a year. He earns $12,586 a month. In Russia, the minimum wage is very low compared to Putin's salary. The minimum wage is $138 on average. Italy. The Prime Minister of Italy, Mario Draghi, which was the capital of the Roman Empire and had the Vatican within its borders, became Prime Minister as of February 13, 2021. As of the 1st of November 2011, he was appointed as President of the European Central Bank to replace Jean-Claude Trichet. Mario Draghi has an annual salary of $131,608, $10,967 a month. The minimum wage is $7 an hour, albeit unclear. Many Italians want to leave the European Union, like the UK. Italy ranks 33rd in terms of purchasing power parities per capita. Greece, which entered a debt crisis a few years ago, is still suffering from the effects of the crisis. The crisis started in late 2009 and is still continuing. Greece, struggling with economic difficulties, supported the crisis from the European Union. After the crisis, Greece went to austerity policy. The Greek Prime Minister, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, has been a member of parliament since 2004 and served as Minister of Administrative Reform from 2013 to 2015. He was elected chairman of New Democracy in 2016 and became the leader of the main opposition party. His party took first place in the 2019 general elections and became the Prime Minister of Greece. Mitsotakis has an annual salary of €99,000, €8,000 per month, and the minimum wage in Greece is €758. Greece ranks 49th in purchasing power parities per capita. Ukraine. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, Ukraine experienced problems. One of the most important reasons for these is Russia. The Donbass problem in the east of Ukraine and the annexation of the Crimea by Russia. Ukraine's problems with Russia. Russia, which wants to increase its power from the former Soviet countries after the collapse of the Soviets, is trying to put pressure on Ukraine. The current president of Ukraine is Volodymyr Zelensky. Its annual salary is 321,000 Ukrainian hryvnia. Monthly 26,000 Ukrainian hryvnia. The minimum wage in Ukraine is 6,000 hryvnia. According to purchasing power parities per person, Ukraine ranks 108th. Belarus. Belarus is one of the countries that gained its independence after the collapse of the Soviet Union. Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko won the elections on the 10th of July 1994 and became the President of Belarus. Belarus is one of the countries where Russia's influence is seen. Alexander Lukashenko has an annual salary of 87,000 Belarusian rubles, 7,305 rubles a month. The minimum wage in Belarus is 1043 rubles. Belarus ranks 66th in terms of purchasing power parities per capita. Sweden. Stefan Löfven won the elections in 2014 and became Prime Minister. Before becoming an active trade unionist, he worked as a welding worker. Löfven's annual salary is $244,000, $13,000 a month. The minimum wage in Sweden is €1,500 on average. Sweden is 15th in terms of purchasing power parities per person. Do you think it makes sense for heads of state to receive such salaries?